Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Let's turn on the light, so to speak. Actually, yeah, I do need to do that. Voila! Alrighty. Now that I can see clearly, and you can too. Okay. So, if you're dealing with any kind of, actually, let me grab some sweetgrass. Sweetgrass. I'm not completely organized today, but I was sort of being called to do a reading. Okay. So, how do we want to get started here? There we go. Okay. I'm a lefty. That's why I kind of always turn my body a little bit. Left-handed people, you know, if you are a lefty, you know. Even when I was young, desks were turned. I had to actually turn my whole body to right. Funny, huh? Okay, so the Devil card first popped out. The Devil card. So if you're dealing with any kind of situation that is funky, let's just say funky, I get it. You know, I have one going on in my own life, and I've been very conscious, awake, and aware, you know, for a long time about certain situations. But sometimes when people want to, you know, lie or deceit, you know, sometimes it's, you know, you're not always like looking for that, right? I mean, I'm not. I'm usually looking for people who are kind and who just want to, you know, be themselves and go about their life, right? So if you're dealing with any kind of situation or what, okay, we got the Ace of Cups coming in, Ace of Cups. So there might be some kind of offer, a new opportunity, a new direction, a new offer. We also have the Magician popping out. So it's like, you know, continuing to keep that connection with the divine and letting the light be your guide, even amongst the bullshit. You know, there's so many things you can do, right? To calm the body, to stay present. Like I love to knit. So one thing I love to do in the wintertime is knit. So I am working on a hat right now, and in the round, the hat. And it's just so meditative and lovely and just so peaceful. I just love to knit. I love the feel of the yarn, all of it, right? Okay. What else do we need to know about a situation that's, you know, stay in the heart center as much as you can. I really get very bothered when people say, you know, if you're dealing with any kind of like abusive type situation, for instance, you know, at work or in a relationship or a friendship, in many ways, right? If you're dealing with any of those things and people are being emotionally abusive, I really have a very hard time when people say, you're not a victim. You know, yes, of course, we have choices to make sometimes, yes, of course. And sometimes people are a victim in a moment, right? It's like sometimes you may be in an environment where you are being bullied or harassed, or these, that kind of thing occurs in the world. And I think it's kind of sort of bypassing, I think, of saying, oh, you're not a victim to anything, so just buck up. And so it's kind of like nobody has to do anything about anything, even though a lot of people might see what's going on, but nobody has to get involved or say anything. Or, to me, that's just crap. Honestly, it's just a way out, an easy way out. So what's coming in? What energy is actually coming in? What future energy? Like, what could we do to change the future energy? What can we do right now to change the future energy? Yeah, keep praying for sure. Clear your space. I mean, if you're very empathic, I take a shower almost every day. And part of the reason for that is energetically, it washes away stuff that isn't mine, I mean, even any person will know. It's like, you go take a shower. Doesn't it feel amazing? Yes. So take a shower. Make sure you take a shower. Maybe even, before bedtime often, because just the accumulation of the day. And did you know that hair holds memory, right? So hair holds energy and memory. And when you wash your hair, it actually starts to cleanse that memory or energy out of your space. So for me, taking a shower every day really is best. Even washing my hair every day. I don't always wash my hair every day, but maybe like 5 days a week, I would say. So what can we do? What can we do to shift the energy? What can we do to shift the energy in the future? So we have the Four of Wands. So there's some kind of possibility in a move, in a relationship, something that's coming in that is sweet, a sweet offer, something that's cheerful and joyful and loving. Yeah. Okay, let's see about a little more information about that. Four of Wands, the Four of Wands. Doo-doo-doo. Four of Wands, Four of Wands. One thing I like to do is spread my arms out like really wide and like just letting the universe know it's like, I am open. I am open to miracles. I am open to abundance. I am open to love. I'm open to kindness. I am open. Seven of Pentacles. So it's kind of like, watching something flourish, seeds that have been planted before and watching them flourish. Maybe those, quiet moments alone where you're, praying about something that you would love to happen, or in whatever area of your life, it's those quiet, really quiet moments that we can get a little bit more clear about that. I don't think it's always best to go asking friends about certain things, because I find that it can be very confusing and you can lose touch with your actual heart's desire very quickly. And it can lead you down roads that just aren't for your highest good or for anybody else. So what else do we need to know about the future energies? Da-da-da-da-da. future energies coming in? Yeah, so it's kind of like leaving behind what just does not work anymore. People who just want to be deceitful and brutal, unkind, vicious. You know, it's just saying no to that kind of energy. And we do have to be very protective of ourselves and our energy. It's very, very true. You know, seek the refuge of people who want the highest for you, who want you to shine, who want you to have abundance in your life. Because when you bring abundance into your own life, you actually get to share that with other people. You know, I give to charities and I give to, you know, homeless people all the time. And the more money I get, the more I can give. I mean, I really do feel like that. It's creating that sacred, you know, covenant between yourself and the divine and other humans on the planet. It's important. It's important. Okay, so what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know right now? Yeah, so there is an offer coming in from the past. It could be in love, yeah, it's often, but it's also just someone who loves you, someone who sees you, someone who, you know, sees your heart, knows who you are. It could be a King of Swords, possibly, an air sign, possibly. But they see you. They're like, I see you. I want to connect somehow. You know, and it could, you know, I always say with these cards, it's like when you get a major arcana, you know, king card, it's also like people who have that energy in their chart. So it's not just those particular signs, and it can be a sun sign, a rising sign, a moon sign as well. Let's see. Okay. Tell us a little more about the Six of Cups. You know, there's flowers, there's a garden, there's a lovely, so Queen of Pentacles. So that's, you know, an earth sign, right? It's a very grounding energy and it's tangible. So it's not like you're just dreaming about something, it actually occurs. And one last card for what's coming in for this week. We are already in January 2023. It's amazing how fast time goes by, and then it can go so slow, right? It's like that, those moments that you can just feel, like the air gets thicker somehow and you can feel time. I love that. I love that the most. Okay. And what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Okay. Like just letting go and opening up a new door, like visually seeing an old door shut and opening up a new door that is shining bright, because the divine wants the best for you, the very best for you and all of us. Oops, this one's come up a couple times. So the Lover's card, it's the divine and feminine inside yourself, and it's also a possible partnership, a love partnership, but you know, it's also a friendship, but actually kind of feels like something more because we have the Hierophant at the bottom. So that's more of a, and we've got the Chariot. So there's a move possibly, or some kind of action being taken. So, okay. You know, I mean, when something is done, right? like the 10 of Swords, right? Something new is coming in. So it's like, okay, the more you can just let go of whatever it is, it's like, okay, that doesn't serve me, whatever. It's not what I want to do. Those aren't the people I want to be around, you know, whatever it is. And really focus your attention on, ooh, okay. So what wants to come in? What juicy project or new place to move or a possible relationship, you know, or it's taken on a different level. Okay, what else do we need to know for this week? We're already on the 4th, January 4th. If you want a personal reading with me, you can go to AllisonVanRaden.com. And don't forget about your mojo inside yourself. I mean, that alive feeling, that really alive feeling, you know, I get that when I'm dancing and when I'm just looking at nature, or it's just a feeling of incredible gratitude, you know, for being on this planet. And it goes fast. I mean, it goes fast. You know, as you get older, you realize it. When you're younger, you're kind of like, oh, whatever, I can involve myself in this drama and that drama. But then as time goes on, you realize, wow, I wasted a lot of time. And, you know, wasted a lot of time with people who were partaking in that. Totally not necessary, and I could have created something amazing. So please don't bog yourself down, you know, with people who just don't know what else to create. Okay. And what else do we need to know this week? Yeah, so you're definitely walking away from what's not for you. You're very clear about that. It's not hard to be clear about that, is it? It's like when people are treating you shitty and you feel shitty around certain people, well, then that's kind of, you know, it's not hard to decipher people who you feel like, you know, really alive and joyful around and who bring in like that abundant feeling, and people who just want to, you know, shit on it. We're not going to do that though. So what else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know this week? Yeah, because if we don't say no to people like that, then we don't have the peace in our lives. And we really want to create that peace in ourselves and in our lives. So if you're in a, you know, particular situation or whatever, and you're feeling, you know, it's not a peaceful one, right? Then creating that space for yourself, pulling back, getting a little more distance from people and situations. Okay, so, and the future energy, when we do that, what can we expect? So, yeah, this is all about a new tribe of people, new situations, allowing yourself to explore. Like, you know, there's so many, like, what would you like to do? You know, what's something new that you'd like to try? There might be something new that you would like to try. I'm doing the animal oracle deck here. And I have been seeing this bobcat who's been coming to the house pretty much every day. So cute. I have been giving it toast with some peanut butter on it. Seems to like it. Really amazing animal, honestly. It's like what animal might be coming into your life that, and I'm sorry, yes, there are signs sometimes, in your life, and you got to pay attention to those things, especially if something keeps coming back around. It's like, hello, what do you need to know, right? So like, what animal totem wants to be known and that can help us through any situations right now? Koi fish spirit. There's always enough. There's always enough. Animals love to eat koi fish. They do. You'll see lots of animals eating koi fish. But koi fish are quite interesting, aren't they? Stay in that spirit of gentleness. It's kind of like, how koi kind of like moves sort of slowly, right? They just sort of move in the water kind of slow. Like sort of keep that sort of rhythm going in your life. And what else? What other animal totem? One more. Oh, koala spirit. Koala spirit, love it. Has a plan. Koala spirit has a plan. That's right. It reminds you, it's like, don't forget about that like spark inside yourself, that spark of joy. And, I was listening, what is that song? Everybody's got that something. We all have that little something, right? That's unique, it's different. Don't forget about that. We're all individually here for a purpose, each and every one of us individually. And no one is the same. Nobody's the same. And wouldn't it be so boring if we were all the same? Oh my gosh. No, thank you. I think I would turn into a mermaid and go out to the sea. All right. Another little loving information for the week. Sweet. Inner child healing. Yeah. I think, a lot of us could use that inner child healing. And then we have this angel, the healing energy. You can always call on angels too to, take over a situation. Like, angels, take this. This is not my burden. It's not mine. It's not mine to resolve. It's not mine to get involved in. It's not mine to heal per se. Whatever's coming up inside me, yes. Or yourself, right? But in a particular situation, you can hand it to the angels and ask them to heal it. And then also when you're sleeping, before you go to bed, say a little prayer and ask for any extra healing through the night. Like, ask them to heal the body. Ask them to heal the anxiety or the depression or the worry or what it is about the situation. Ask them to release you of the burden of worrying about a particular situation. And, focusing on that new door opening. So it is, the new year, and, here we are, and, it's like, yes, the new year is a lovely time to start anew, but it's not, your life just doesn't stop at the end of, one particular year. And, there's stuff still in your life, right? But how can we manage those things to create something that feels more like in the direction of your destiny, right? How can we continue to do that? So, that might be picking up a new hobby or all kinds of different things that you could do. But for me, knitting, try it. It's super simple too. You can go on YouTube and there is even instructional videos on how to cast on for knitting and how to knit in the round or with circular needles or with, there's so many different ways to do it, right? That knitting, so many. But it's fun and it's interesting when you're in a situation with a partner, let's say, when you start knitting, it actually calms the space and the room down, which is kind of interesting. Because if you're a woman, let's say, and you're knitting, and there's some angst with you and your partner, it will actually calm them down. Kind of funny, but it does. And then if you're a man who's knitting, because men knit, they do, it's actually, back in the day, it was actually men who started knitting. It was women who were not allowed to knit, actually. So men were actually the ones who started to knit, which is fascinating to me. But anyways, so men and women, yes, whoever is knitting, and kids love to knit. Kids love to knit. I mean, it's, you know, they might want to be a little bit older, but anyways, so just enjoy your time and have a lovely evening, and I'm going to finish this hat. Alrighty. Catch you in the next one.